What's up, y'all? This is J-Jack of Thawed Magazine. You see, I'm riding right now. Just got off work. I got your boy working late today. But it is what it is. We're going to still rock on. So, how y'all doing today? Just let your boy know what's up, what's good. Leave a comment. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm waiting on Jeff to pop up. You want to join me, send a request. Leave a comment. I'll add you in. You wanted some sports to talk about? Got some games today. Michigan State won. Yeah, buddy. Beat them boys, Purdue, top ranked team. I know y'all Spartans happy for that. I know some Wolverines happy for it. I know y'all looking. What's good though? There's a lot of sports been going on. Of course, you got the war going on. So I think who is it? I want to say Poland just pulled out a plan against Russia. So you're seeing the impact of the teams. Now we want to play the Russian teams right now. Like I say, we just I'm on this road, taking it easy though. Leave a comment if you got something to talk about. We can talk about the draft, Cade Cunningham, Pistons. You know how it go. How we rock with them Pistons. Where my Pistons fans at? I know my Pistons fans out there. Cade Cunningham, like I said in the sports talk group, we need a shooting guard. We need a dope shooting guard, man. Somebody that can athletically get to the rim. I like the way Bagley and Cunningham been playing, man, but Bagley just got to develop a little more. Then you got, of course, the draft coming up. Let me know, man. Anytime, just hit us in the inbox if you're in our sports talk group. Bring up some of them topics and let us know what's going on. We stay up on sports, but we don't stay up on everything. We can always learn, too. We love learning about sports. Of course, check out the interview coming up Tuesday. Thawed Magazine, you know we're still working. Um, man, Michigan State. Let's talk about my boys if we're going to talk about something right now. Dave Brown finally played today. Boy had like a 4-5 game drought. So it was good to see him. I think he got like 13 points or so. Tyson Walker hit that game-winning three-pointer. I know all of Michigan was loving that, including the Wolverine fans. But yeah, we are talking sports while taking it easy. It's out here raining and stuff. It is what it is. Got to keep it moving, keep everything going. Hope everybody having a good Saturday, enjoying life as it is. It never gets easy. Don't plan for it to ever get easy. But as you see, like I said, I'm driving on the road. I don't know what Jeff might have got tied up today. So you just kicking it with your boy J-Jack today. Jeff might pop in. Next Saturday, we're going to do the same thing. Come on in. Of course, now you can also check it out on your podcast. It's going to be on Apple, Spotify, what else? Google. So you can throw our sports talk down there. We had a couple people. I seen quite a few people downloaded the first episode. So that's always a good look. Other than that, sports is sports, love is love, life is life. We want to appreciate anybody rocking with us. I see two people, man. Y'all leave a comment, say what's up. Bring up a topic you want to be part of the show. You know what I mean? When people watch the show on YouTube, they see your name. So that's all love. Anything you got to talk about, let's talk about. Let's talk about the fact that Michigan State played Michigan, when is that, Monday? I know some of y'all Michigan fans want some get back. Just keep your boy Juwan Howard hands off Izzo. Keep his hands off Izzo. We ain't playing that around here. Hey, Juwan, don't pimp slap Izzo, man. We can't take that. He's 70-something years old, bro. Be easy. But yeah, that was kind of a trending topic too. Juwan Howard, man, I don't blame. I can't put no fault on Juwan on that. He didn't really slap dude. I think he tried to score, tell him to get over here. I think he tried to tell him to get over here, try to grab him and pull him close to him. Actually more than a slap. Because he was in the face of a player. And And it wasn't even the coach guard that he slapped, if they want to call it a slap. They try to over-sensualize it, say a punch. It wasn't no punch. DeJuan just got some big-ass hands. Got some done, reach out and touch you hands. But I can't blame him, you know what I mean? It's spur of the moment. The coach could have told him, man, he could have waited, let him go ahead and called him later, like, hey, I'm going to explain to you what happened. He ain't have to make that big of a moment out of it by trying to change Juwan Howard's movement and steer him to talk to him, to try to make him talk. That man a grown man. You can't steer him to you and think he going to respond the way you want him to respond. That don't work like that no more. So to Michigan fans, man, I ain't mad at you for sticking up for your coach. Wisconsin coach kind of didn't tell all the truth in his press conference either. I watched all of that. He didn't really keep it 100. He kept it like 44 and steered it towards his side. So only thing gonna get Juwan probably is the habitual. You know what I mean? They're gonna look at his past conflicts and try to add them all together. So y'all support your boy Juwan Howard, man. They having a tough year anyways. I don't know about him still as a coach. Bayline's players still got. I don't know if that was a 1-year fluke. We'll see. Let him try to get through it. He's still young in the game. He got to develop and grow his own team and his own identity. But other than that, like I say, we riding on this road, man. Just talking a little talk. See, it's like 3 people watching right now. We appreciate y'all. If you want to leave a comment, man, let me know what you want to talk about. You know what I mean? This is Star Sports Talk. We talk that trash too. Talk some trash. Keep your boy entertained while you're on this highway, keeping it safe. You know, it might make it look like I'm looking at you and not the road, but that's just how this station. Well, man, what about the draft? What y'all thinking about the draft? You know what I mean? NBA or NFL? I think NFL by Lions. I seen somebody talking about the number 2 pick being like the safety from Notre Dame. I really ain't minding that. I think he a beast, but I would love for them to trade down to get. If Hutchinson ain't there, I think it's 2 linemen that go, and we don't need no linemen. We definitely don't need no linemen. So, y'all watching the draft, post up on the draft. Let me know about what y'all see in the draft. Hit us up. Go in the group if you have to and talk about the draft, man. Talk about anything as far as the draft. I want to know what people thinking about. Who do y'all want? Who do y'all feel like is going to help us? It's kind of raining real bad down this way. But who y'all think going to help us? Because I know we don't need another lineman. We don't need no running back. No quarterback. I'm not a fan of Goff, but I know ain't no quarterback right now for us. Maybe 2nd, 3rd round pick. Other than that, I think either a safety, but we got to get that secondary right. That secondary was getting burnt. And the rush helped too. So, y'all got any comments? Leave that comment about the Lions. What about the draft? What's going on with the draft, man? Tell me about the draft, man. Nobody going to tell me about the draft? But I'm going to tell you about the draft. Detroit Pistons, man. I want a shooting guard. Bring a shooting guard. No, if we can get a Kobe, a young Kobe, I would love it. Young MJ. Somebody that can help Clay Cunningham out. Anybody. It'll be a beautiful thing. Because the fact is, when you got guys like that can run the paint, high fly, and get the crowd into it. Matter of fact, let me take 1 second. I got to check this page right quick because it might be on private. And I hate when they put my page on private. Give me 1 second. All right, your baby back in the game. Just check a couple pages right quick. It is what it is. But again, what I'm talking about, Detroit Pistons draft, LA Lakers draft, the NBA draft, period. There's a lot of high flying like centers, power forwards at the top. I want a shooting guard, flat out. The Detroit Pistons, if y'all hear me, get your baby a shooting guard. With Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, got Marvin Bagley in the fold, and Isaiah Stewart. We just don't have a shooting guard. We got guards. I ain't feeling Killian Hayes as a shooting guard. He's a point guard, and I think with Cade Cunningham there, that kind of makes Killian expendable. And I hate for us, we're gonna develop him, and he's gonna become good for another team. It's just looking like that's what it's gonna be. By the time he get 24, 25, 26, and really come out of his shell, I don't think he's gonna be with the Pistons. If you think he is, leave a comment, let me know. But other than that, there's a lot of other sports going on. Man, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of highlights. Lakers still struggling, but at times they coming through. Where my Laker fans at? I know y'all been frustrated, but you're gonna be frustrated until that team get blew up. It is what it is. I don't think LeBron got another year with the Lakers winning the championship. I mean, it's some young guns, and with Golden State looking as powerful as they is, they still got some rookies on the bench. They developing. Y'all ain't really hearing. I think Golden State is primed to win again. The thing is, who they gonna face? Who y'all think they gonna face in that NBA draft? I mean, that NBA playoffs, NBA finals. That's who I'm looking at. If they lose before the finals, I'm gonna be highly surprised. To who? I don't think nobody can say who it would be right now, because ain't nobody looking that powerful to give Golden State a shot. Anything can change. We know that. But right now, if you look and say who would win right now, I think you got to go with Golden State. Steph Curry, I used to be hesitant to call him the greatest shooter. That boy, the greatest shooter. That boy, the greatest shooter. Fuck it. It is what it is. He ain't the greatest point guard, but the shooter, you got to give him his respect. He changed the whole way how people look. There's people that can't shoot worth a lick out there thinking they Steph Curry. It's kind of like when you make a dunk and cats be like Jordan, cats be like Kobe, but when they shoot, they be like Curry. That's just the way it is. He changed the game, and I don't care if they miss it every time. They still gonna think they Curry. What the hell? That's how much he changed the game on that. Other than that, you got John Morant them out there balling. Oh, man. I don't know who on the East. Milwaukee's still all right. They didn't make a lot of improvements, but they still gonna be a threat. Other than that, I think if Cleveland had a couple more pieces with that big squad, they got a big squad. If they made a couple more improvements, they would be trouble. Other than that, I really can't say who would face Golden State in the finals. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe y'all can tell me. Put it in the comments. Leave it in later. We watch later. Let me know who y'all think Golden State would play if the finals was coming up, like right now or whatever. Who do y'all see them playing? Or tell me they ain't gonna make it. Shit, fuck it. Let me know. You don't believe they will? Let me know. But other than that, man, it's been some great sports. We had the Super Bowl not too long ago, just last week or whatever. Halftime. It was a halftime show plus the Super Bowl. We're gonna say it like that. The halftime show dominated the Super Bowl, I feel. But it was a great game though. You got your Stafford haters still going off in the group. Now he gotta win three more championships before they give him any respect. It is what it is. That's why you play the game. Trying to think what else. On the football tip, ain't too much you can talk about right now. They had I think what is the AFL draft, the old USFL draft. I seen one of the Michigan quarterbacks went first in that. Can't think of his name offhand, but they was talking about that pretty heavy. I would like to see how that football gonna look. USFL back in the game, so y'all check it out. See if it's worth anything. I don't know. Hopefully they don't have no weird rules, 55-yard line and all of the other stuff. If they just keep it football and try to compete, man, get the talent in there, they might get an NFL a little run. What else sports y'all got out there? You know what I mean? What's going on? Shout out to the Michigan Wolverine women's, man. They've been balling. I seen that too. I ain't gonna lie, I can't hate on the women. Michigan State women, clouding, they balling, but they kind of up and down. Like I say, we watch a lot of sports. I do a lot of stuff, but I stay on sports. Best believe that. I'm waiting for track and field, actually. Gotta love track and field. One of the most underrated sports that don't get a lot of love is track and field, man. And I done seen some boys, they out there running AAU getting ready. So y'all watch that track and field. The women out there. I seen I can't think of her name offhand, but I follow her on TikTok. She is a 7th grader. The girl in the 7th grade. I need to try to look up her name and give her a shout out, man, because the girl in the 7th grade, I'm going to say that again. She in the 7th grade, and she's beating college runners right now. I think she might be in the 8th grade. They might have started here, but she's still running. I can't think of her name on TikTok. I wish I could. But she's a beast. 7th grade. Hopefully she keep developing and getting stronger, because right now, I mean, she already ready to run with college people. She's running with college people already. So y'all keep track of that. Y'all might hear about her in a couple of years. Remember, I was speaking up on it. So if y'all hear about the 7th grade lady beating college runners, you heard it here. I just can't remember her name. But like I said, it's a lot of young cats out there running, out there giving good races, growing. So, I mean, these cats are developing. So y'all keep an eye on that track. Man, I even watch hockey. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Detroit Red Wings. I seen what they was talking about as far as the war with Alex Ovechkin. What he gonna do? He a hockey player, man. They want him to say he condemned Russia. He played for Russia. I mean, he played with the Russian Olympic team. He played for the Washington Capitals right now. I forgot I think he played for the Washington Capitals. But they pressuring this man to say he condemned what's going on. That man in Russia, you trying to endanger his whole family. You know what I mean? Let him be a hockey player. Quit trying to put him in politics. But they pressuring him. I seen the boxer Vladimir Klitschko. He out there, I think, fighting for Ukraine. So it's some athletes out there in the wars too, man. They say Vladimir got like millions, but he out there fighting in the war. So it's a serious thing with that war, and then you got sports intertwined in it. It's one of the things, if you watched Ali or you ever seen Muhammad Ali talk about the way the wars were, it's what it is. I mean, we know it's more than what we see. They say it's about disrespecting them, but we know it's about oil, ammo, power. We know it's about all of those things. So sports is just a continuation of it in a way, because when the Olympics happen, we want our countries to be the top. But they feel the same way when it comes to just everyday living. When you control the ammo supply and everything come through you, that means your economy gonna do better. You ain't gotta dictate, boy. Nobody gotta dictate what's being given to you. So now America got sanctions on Russia. And I know we leading to other topics, but of course, like I said, it ties into sports too. Because the fact is, you're not gonna have people or teams even wanting to compete against Russia right now. You're not going to have friendly competition as they want. And a lot of times, sports can heal a lot of the things going on. But right now, it's so tense that sports is almost taking a back burner. people see people's lives getting taken right now. That I'm talking about sports, but at the same time, it's hard to enjoy sports. But we try. But I hope y'all staying up on the game because, like I told my guy earlier, it's like the war is. These countries are like gang banging 101. I'm a guy that know about everything as far as even the streets, and if you know about everything like that, then you know how all this stuff tie in. And the fact that most of these countries want to expand their turf, and right now NATO, which everybody know about NATO, turf is expanding because all of the countries, Ukraine is trying to add into the NATO. They're trying to become part of NATO. And Russia fighting to keep them from becoming part of NATO. I think the same thing going with China and Taiwan. So it's a lot about turf. How you say, when you think about it, banging terms, turf. They trying to increase their turf, increase their power. Man, it's critical because, like we were talking about earlier in sports talk, Alaska is like 50 miles away from Russia. So if it's that close to Russia, they got to be on high alert because if anybody know, Alaska is one of the richest places, richest states in America. I don't know if you ever knew that, or check it out. And Alaska was also part of Russia at one time during the Russian Empire. So when you get into all of that, like I said, I don't want to tie into all of that because I can get deep on that. We ain't going to go there because it's mostly sports. But when you can tie all of that in and you tie in the sports, and like I say, the athletes, Russian athletes, they have to do what they have to do. So when the media is trying to get these Russian athletes to condemn what's going on, I don't expect none of them to condemn it. I don't expect them to support it, but I don't expect them to put their families' lives in danger either. And the media shouldn't either. But they're going to keep pressing them. So I read about a couple of athletes from Russia. They're getting a lot of attention because I think a lot of times the media feels like what an athlete says is important when it comes to war, which, I mean, it is. But at the same time, it's something that can endanger their lives when you're dealing with a country like Russia. So the media, man, leave them athletes alone, man, on that. We're trying to pressure them, man. Putin ain't playing out there. You know what I'm saying? And they try to say, how do it affect America? It affects America pretty greatly. Like I say, Russia is the number one supplier of ammo to America. Number one supplier. Even though there's many other suppliers, they still supply the most ammo to America. So like I say, it's deeper. You got to watch for upcoming cyber attacks. I mean, I hope y'all are paying attention to the whole game. Watch sports, enjoy sports, but also pay attention to what's going on. Like I say, with COVID going on, a lot of things, man, where some of us want to just enjoy sports when we can. But we also got to understand when regular life or situations of war kind of intercept with sports. And you got to pay attention, man, because it wasn't not long ago, I think 2020, the FBI, CIA, all of them found like Russian spies living among America, acting like Americans. Over, I don't know, a whole bunch of them. I forgot how many of them was, but it was a lot of Russians amongst this. They were spies trying to collect as much information as they could, and they was. And they was collecting a lot of money too. A lot of times, wars, if you want to destroy a war or a country, a lot of times you got to try to hit them from the inside. So anybody thinking, oh, there ain't nothing going on here, man, you better pay attention. You got to pay attention. Sometimes pay attention to your surroundings, especially. If you think they can't, won't you just Google Russian spies among us? Or just Google spies among us. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If you're in these athletes, these games, relaxing and you're watching sports and you're enjoying life and you're going to these arenas, Still keep your head on the swivel. I mean, I was in the streets. I ain't in the streets now, but I was in the streets a long time. Sometimes you gotta keep your eyes open, man. And if you think it can't happen, that's a lot of times when the shit happens. So keep your guard up, keep your eyes open, enjoy your sports. But I'm hoping and praying that we don't hear nothing in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So right now we just gonna keep praying that this is as bad as it's gonna get. Because we don't need any kind of things going on in places like arenas or anything that draws a lot of people. So I don't want to get too deep on that level, but I just want y'all all, anyone listening, pay attention to what's going on out there with this war, and don't think, oh, it ain't gonna be nothing. Yeah, these cats fighting for power, they fighting for land, they fighting to take over. They want to add. So, and with the sports game, when you added all that in together, you got Russian athletes drafted. We got Russian athletes everywhere. And you can't think every Russian person is against Ukraine or against America. Like I say, in Russia, I think in Russia they having protests too, anti-war protests. So it's plenty of Russian people that don't want these wars. So, like I say, you can't judge people by just what's going on or who it is, but it's plenty of people individually that don't want what's going on to go on. If we understand that. Can't just be mad at Russians or be mad at people, period. Sometimes it's individuals. And right now you got a guy that came from the Cold War game. He's been in the game. He know what he's doing. If anybody think Putin don't know what he's doing, he know what he's doing. That's all I want to say on that. I'm gonna leave that at that. And I hope everybody enjoy what's going on Saturday. Enjoy the games. I seen some games going on. I ain't get to watch a lot. I was at work today. They changed my schedule on the guy, changed the schedule on the play. I ain't gonna even curse though. I try to keep cursing low. But hey, y'all leave some comments. Still got 2 people rocking with me. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Jeff wasn't able to make it today, I guess. We'll probably catch him next week. We're probably tied up. I almost was too tied up, but I had to come in and holler at my people, holler at my kinfolks, say what's up. Thawed Magazine is still in the building. We're still doing work. We're still working hard. We're still talking sports. We're still covering artists. Covering the artists in South Carolina next week. Cover the artists in Arkansas the week prior. Michigan the week prior to that. Ohio. So we're still working. And with this sports going on, we're still watching sports, still talking sports. Trying to get more writers too. Hopefully we can have more freelance writers. Right now we had a couple writers and we still got writers. But it's not as much writing going on. We're trying to get that on and popping a little more. So anybody want to write or feel like they got that freelance journalism type hands or want to just put it on their resume to try to get into a better or get into another spot with a magazine or keep putting on a resume as a writer, get at Thawed Magazine, thawedmagazine@yahoo.com, or get at me at thawedmagazine.com. Y'all check it out. It's a long ride off that highway, I tell you like that, just from work. But yeah, if you want to write, get at me. But any other sports going on, y'all let me know, man. What's the hot topics? I know I'm gonna go in the sports talk group and I'm gonna find out a little more what they got popping. We done had a lot of debates. I seen some debates on the top 5. I seen somebody was mad about somebody said Kobe wasn't in the top 5. Hey man, if they trolling like that, leave them guys alone. I don't know if you say Kobe in the top 5, but rest in peace to that man. I wasn't a fan when he was playing. I was a rival. Detroit Pistons, you already know what it is. But I learned to respect this game. It is hard for me to top 5 when you got, man, it's hard to name a top 5 right now. Even if you start with MJ and you go to Michael and Shaq and Kareem, Hakeem, I'm going to put my guy Zeke up in there. You know that. I ain't going to say top 5, though. I'm going to quit lying on that one. But Zeke was a monster. But top five is a whole different type of set. You know what I mean? But I think Zeke, if Zeke wasn't such a team player, I think Zeke could have had top five talent. If he wanted to be more selfish, he could have been a guy to be more selfish. But Zeke can get you 13 assists in the game. He can get you 13 assists for the whole season. Anybody in the top five that you name couldn't do that. I don't care. Only one I say Magic. My bad. I apologize for that one. Don't say Magic. But all the rest of them, they based on just their scoring, mostly on their scoring ability. Damn, that trash cannon with a beat. But yeah, most on their scoring ability. So who else got top five that could be possible? I mean, I really don't see anymore. I think Tim Duncan could have got a viable fight for top five. You know, there's so many great NBA players. Like you said, you just had the top 75 celebration. I know some people mad about it, some people being left off. Some players being put in that they feel like probably shouldn't be. But that's gonna be with any list. I don't care if we all make a list, it's gonna be somebody mad with it. So you can't always help that. But for the most part, I think they did good with the list. The top 75 is what it is. I know y'all seen a lot of the things going on. Of course, they had to show Michael Jordan tripping, showing him grabbing. I seen so many pics of Jordan and Mary J. Blige. I don't know what was going on. Dog, you know, it's crazy though because people don't know their relationship. You go back, I can't remember the song, but you know Mary J. Blige. I think Michael Jordan, it was the only music video he was ever in was a Mary J. Blige video. He might have been in another one. I don't remember, but that's the one I recall. He was in Mary J. Blige's video like in, I want to say 2000, early 2000s. So they got a relationship dating way back. But I don't know the little tap. I don't know, man. It was a tap on the back to me. What y'all think about it? I don't know. We ain't even gotta go there. We're gonna keep it sports. I just pulled up at the cribbo, so your boy's safe and sound. But on the sports, man, like I say, we seen Jordan acting a fool. Dennis Rodman, man, that guy. I love Dennis Rodman as a bad boy, but goddamn, Dennis, you still as old as you is, you still attention seeking, bro. Yeah, damn, you ain't got enough attention all these years. Damn, Dennis. He wearing a coat, gotta throw the NBA coat down. I mean, I don't mind if you got a beef with him or not, but you got millions from them. I wouldn't even know who you was if it wasn't for them. And you came up as a guy that wasn't even supposed to make it in the league, and you worked your ass off and made it. So, you know, you grew and grew and grew. You know what I'm saying? Show a little love to the same people that gave you that million. You ain't gotta love them. That's just how I feel on that. If it wasn't political, he wasn't speaking politically on that. I don't know if y'all seen that. If y'all did, y'all can leave a comment or just say what you thought about that Dennis Rodman situation. It wasn't really a situation. They didn't blow it out of a hand or not. I think more likely he was out there trying to promote his hoodie. He trying to promote his hoodie, I feel. Or had his face on there and everything. But Rodman, a guy I love. He was kind of what I love as a player or underdog, somebody they don't expect to make it. Somebody that work his ass off to be considered a great. Ben Wallace is another guy in that mold. I kind of love those guys that play like that, man. I know a lot of people love scoring. They love the dunk. They love the three-pointer. I kind of look at the cats too, like Isaiah Stewart out there, and cats like, oh, he ain't helping win. I'm like, dog, how you gonna say he ain't helping win? He diving on the floor. The pretty boy ain't diving on the floor. He diving on the floor, blocking shots, being the four, keeping people off you before you can score. I mean, you got to show love to them cats too, man. He might not give a 6-7 points a game or something like that, but you got to look at the plays that he affect. He dive on the flow, get the ball, hurry up, get it out on a throw. He throw it, K take it and lob an alley, and everybody say, "Oh, K, great alley." How did he get the ball? How the other team didn't get the ball? God damn, you just can't do my man's like that. You gotta show him some love. My man's out there, he go out there and get knocked in the chest, on around. He come and block a shot, boom, block the shot, hustle and throw it in bounds, almost fall into the stands, get it in bounds. They take it and go down the court and get a dunk, and everybody happy about the dunk. Oh, you seen the dunk? Damn, y'all ain't show no love to the man that got it started. Damn, that's just how the game is. You know, the game they love the ending. You know, sometimes you gotta watch the beginning though. The beginning is sometimes the greatest part. You gotta watch when that guy that might have took a black eye get everything to where it looked pretty now. The whole game. So, but enough on that. That's just what I was talking about as far as Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace. Who else type of players like that? Man, I remember the Rockets had old Patrick Beverly. I know a lot of people hate Patrick Beverly, but if he play with you, you're gonna love him. If you play against him, you're gonna hate him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you gotta love that kind of guy that the other team don't want to play against. I ain't talking about just a dirty cat. I know when Kelly Olynyk came to the Pistons, everybody was expecting or wondering, but I don't think that was him totally. I think he was doing a lot of things because that's what the team wanted him to do. Sometimes it be like that. Even with my guy Bill Laimbeer back in the days. Bill Laimbeer, they say he's the dirtiest player in the game, or was. But a lot of times Bill was just doing what he knew what it took to win. And if he wasn't in a winning position, probably I don't think he would have did a lot of the stuff he did. I mean, and that ain't like just saying, hey, you gotta accept Bill for what he was. I mean, just or apologizing or any of that type of stuff. It's just saying that's why he did a lot of stuff that he did. He was trying to make give his team an advantage, a mental advantage. A lot of times when cats went against him, they already know, oh damn, here go Bill. You know what I mean? And that's how they back in the 80s and 90s. If anybody watched basketball back then, a lot of the game was not only basketball, but it's also mental. You know what I mean? Like right now, they open up the lane so cats can run and show their athleticism and dunk on a cat. Boom. But the mental part of the game back then was you ain't coming through the lane. I dare you to. Right now, it's like, shit, I come on through there. I'm dunk on everybody. And they kind of open up and the whole sea is like one person down there. And I know they got more three-point shooters. They spread it out a little more. But it's a lot of more easier baskets. And they talk about, it's a higher scoring game. I mean, shit, if you look at it, it's a lot of more easy baskets or where it ain't a team out there that I can honestly say, and there's some good defensive teams. I think Utah, a good defensive team. Cleveland is a good defensive team. But it ain't too many defensive teams that mentally you can watch and say, damn, they ain't letting nobody come down this lane. Or they ain't letting nobody dunk on them. Or, damn, if they go down the lane, man, I think they gonna be scared to go down that lane. I don't see no team like that. I don't see a team out there that I can say, man, I think if you got a great dunker and you say, man, I bet you he ain't getting too many dunks today. I bet you he ain't going in that lane today. I don't see that. Back in the days, I'll say, yeah, you can get them points, You see teams not want to go dunk on Shaq, Admiral, King, Ralph Sampson back in the days. And I think a lot of that comes with the way the center position is played right now. You got more mobile. They more mobile. They got to do quite a bit more things, pick and rolls, pick and pops. They got to jump out on the 3-point line and cover. 3-point line and cover. They got to be able to switch on many players. So there's differences and advantages. It's like a totally different game. But if you watch some of the teams, like I think the Pistons building towards that, where you got to have players that's interchangeable, so that if you do get beat to the rim, you got a small forward that's 6'8", 6'9" that can still defend the rim, or a power forward that's 6'11" that can defend the rim just like your center. So the way the game is built is a lot different too. You gotta add that in too. And a knock on today's game. The refs called it a little different. Shout out to the refs too. They doing a better job as far as not allowing a lot of that easy old drawn foul type stuff. NBA made a point to make that rule. If y'all know about that, y'all can Google it. I know y'all should know about that. So that's good. Oh man. I ain't gonna hold everybody up, man. It's good talking sports with y'all. I'm gonna get on in here now. It's raining. I just had to come and talk to my kin folks, to my people, to everybody that's supporting Thawed Magazine, supporting sports talk. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Always love. We I don't care if it's 1, 2, 5, 10 people. I'm gonna appreciate the ones that's rocking with us. I ain't gonna worry about the ones that's not, because eventually one day they might. But right now, it's about the ones who rocking with us. So we appreciate you. I think that's enough for y'all here and talk about sports. Like I say, we covered, man, the draft, Pistons, the war. Stay up on everything, politics. Stay up on your stocks. If anybody, there's 2 people still rocking with us, and if anybody is up on stocks, I'm gonna give you not free game, but if anybody paid attention to stocks last month, if you watch or study graphs, the bars, you could tell all the stocks was headed towards downward. And a lot of times to me, what that point to me is that something finna happen. Now, this was months ago. So you can say that they reached a resistance and they headed back down to their support. But sometimes it look like it's a little different than that. Especially I had a Chinese stock, Nayo, and damn, Nayo it helped make you money one day and tell you up the next. But if you watch the graph for the month, you can already see that it wasn't in an upward trajectory. It was headed downwards. But then if you go and you look at Plug Power, and you go and look at Tesla, you go look at Wix.com, and you go look at what else? Apple, Disney. You go look at every stock, and you damn near look at that month chart, and you say, God damn, ain't nothing on the rise. So that's letting you know the economy is going to be affected in some way. And I think right now we seeing what it was. So I believe stocks is a good indicator of what's going on, or what's going to go on. If you can read the charts, or you can tell the bars, the candles. If you can look at all of that and you can tell, then you almost can predict what it's going to do next week, next month. And right now, if you look, most of the stocks was headed down. Now, mind you, that stocks, you can't, if you're reading in graphs, they could change at any point in time. They could be headed down or headed up and look like they finna head up forever. And all of a sudden, boom. So right now, like I say, for the last week or two, they've been headed down. Now, mind you, Monday coming up, and it's a lot of, I guess, what's the word for it? I can't think of the name of it. But they finna do, I can't think of it. They have it every couple months. I can't think of it right now. But come March 1st, we're gonna see an indicator. I believe a lot of stocks are gonna head up on Monday. But don't be fooled by it. Don't say, oh, this stock running crazy, I gotta get it. Because by Wednesday, you might see a lot of cratering. And the thing is, if it go down Wednesday hard, shoot up Thursday, go down Friday, it could be an average type trading week. but it's a month. It's the first week of the month, and the first week of the month usually is more upward, and by the end of the month is more puts. Anybody know about calls and puts? Is more downward towards the end of the month. That's when the map when the graphs hit it downward. So if the first week of March everything doesn't rise up quite a bit or go up, do a normal Wednesday shoot down. If something look out of the ordinary, then something finna go on with the economy. That's how I look at it, and I'm hoping that it's just a normal trading day, and I'm hoping, but pay attention to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday or the stocks. Monday, when out the gates, a lot of stocks should be in the green. They should go all the way usually until Tuesday. Around Tuesday, around 9, 10 o'clock, a lot of times they go towards shooting down. Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday it usually go down from its high point, go down a little bit. By Wednesday, it usually crater. So watch for that. If it crater bad and you see the Dow and the NASDAQ and all of these, if they going to their lowest lows, the war might be a little more serious than you think. And that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. I appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking it with me. J-Jack of Thawed Magazine. Shout out to my co-host Jeff. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Salute. You could have did anything in the world. You chose to rock with me. Keep an eye on the stocks. Keep an eye on the war. Keep an eye on your sports and enjoy life. And try to protect your mental health. Much love to you. Salute. We're going to end this. 1.